Yesterday, Ukraine and Moldova both were granted candidate status for membership of the Union. Georgia, meanwhile, was told it could win the same status if it meets certain conditions.
All three countries are part of our European family. We've never let any doubt about that. And today's historic decision by leaders confirms that. It grants all three the perspective of EU accession, and it lays down the path ahead. I think this is a moment of great satisfaction, and I'm very pleased with the leaders' endorsement of our opinions. There can be no better sign of hope for the citizens of Ukraine, Moldova and Georgia in these troubled times.
For more, we're joined by Bloomberg's Europe correspondent Maria Tadeo. Maria, how significant is this by the EU?
Danny, it was very expected, but nonetheless, we shouldn't lose sight of the importance of this and just the historic nature of this decision made yesterday by European leaders. Ukraine, in particular, granted candidacy status to the European Union. This had been, as you know, the centerpiece for their foreign policy. They had campaigned for this for years and, of course, applied for this candidacy during the war, and then they get it as the war continues. To me, it was very striking yesterday to hear from the French president, Emmanuel Macron. Remember, this is happening during the French presidency of the European Union, say it really was the war in Ukraine that accelerated this whole thing. Had Russia not attacked Ukraine, we probably would not be here today making and announcing this decision, which again goes back to this huge miscalculation from Vladimir Putin when unleashing this war. Of course, just as a little bit of color, President Zelensky did jump on a call with all of European leaders yesterday after the decision was announced. He thanked all of the European leaders, the 27 countries, one by one. And of course, just as a very brief reminder, Danny, there is a big difference nonetheless between being a candidacy country to the European Union and a full member of the European Union. Sometimes this transition can take years, but nonetheless, it is a political win for Ukraine.